guys, hiya, welcome to my YouTube channel. Oh my god, it's been ages. I haven't posted a video in the longest time because I've been so busy. Everyone's been so busy and I've been so busy. But today I want to do a bit of story time. Yeah. I don't know if you've noticed, my last three shorts actually, were about Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex. Yes, and and obviously in those videos I'm defending her, especially her. I mean, I've talked more about her than Prince Harry. And so how did I get into this? How did I find myself here? So basically in 2019 I was on Twitter and I started to notice this trend. I started to notice something going on. There seemed to be like a lot of negative headlines, negative talks, negative headlines, negative news about Meghan Markle. Everything she does was criticized. Like, she couldn't even touch her pregnant belly without headline news. Why is Meghan Markle touching her pregnant belly? She's trying to show everyone she's pregnant. What pregnant woman does not touch her belly when she's pregnant? Like, come on. But anyway, so I started to notice this negative trend, and at first it was just like, okay, all right, news. But I started to notice it a lot more. So I started to gradually start replying to people I thought were acting in good faith. I started to reply them, maybe it's not like this, maybe it's not like that, maybe they're just exaggerating, or just I started to defend gradually. I'll call it defend anyway. So 2019, 2020, they decided to step back, and obviously everyone knows how that went. The whole noise, the chaos that ensued. Oh my god, they're stepping back as royals. Oh, working royals, strip them. We all heard the noise, right? And obviously, so there was a lot of people who crawled out of the woodworks, and they all had opinions. Everyone's got opinions. I've got opinions. And so I'll defend, I'll say, oh, relax, it may not be what you're thinking, it might just be a negative headline, or someone just chill. But nobody wanted to chill. So anyway, I started to get into gradually 2021. Oh my god, the massive Oprah interview where the haters claim they're there to hate Meghan. Obviously, we know that's not true because we've been here since 2016 when it all started. But anyway, so yes, so the big massive Oprah interview, and it's like, oh, she's slacked off the RF, she's insulted them. Oh my god. And that's when it started to dawn on me, like, these people aren't even acting in good faith. They're just really angry, and there's this machinery behind it all that just wants to keep people angry, keep people hating, because as you may know now, it's $1 billion industry to hate Meghan Markle. And so there's this tabloid who's fueling it. They're just adding fire. They're just adding to the hate. And the people who are lapping it up, they're so happy to hate, because obviously they have their bias already. So to have it confirmed, it was like, wow. So it obviously blew up, right? So everyone had their say. So I was defending. Then it was like really, really hot, because it was like, oh, why didn't they care about Prince Philip, who's old and is dying? Oh, they didn't care about the Queen, the elder abusers. They shouldn't have done interviews, this, that. And so there was all this noise, and I was still like on Twitter, still just commenting, replying, tweeting. And then the consequent interviews, because as you know now, anything Meghan does, it's like someone's giving the orders that everything has got to be criticized, everything has got to be piled on, and you have to pile hate on it, and you have to criticize in such a way, oh, they're blasted, oh, they've been smashed, oh, fans are calling for their heads, and this and that and everything. Yeah, the headlines are literally always telling us how they've been dragged and they're smashed and they've been pulled and everything. And he's like, hello, okay, all right. But anyways, so I got involved, and I was, tried to defend as much as I could. I started to see clips of YouTube, TikTok, even Twitter, Instagram, people just literally making money, slagging Meghan and Harry off, and making money just lying, making up all these crazy lies, and just everyone just saying whatever they wanted. There's no regulations to it. You could just pop up anytime and say, oh, I saw this person do that, and it's just there, and people will lap it up. It's like people just waiting for these things to come so they can be hateful, so they can justify their hates and all that. So yeah, so it's there, and I'm like, all right, if I can add my voice, my little voice, to the positivity, around them, because out of all of this, there are people who don't buy into the hate, people who are not manipulated by the media. They can think for themselves. We're thinking for ourselves. We're asking questions. Why are you criticizing her jam? Why are you calling her jam this? Why are you saying it's disgusting? There's no way it is disgusting. People have bought it. Why do you have to criticize every single thing she does? We know now that that's the plan. We know that they probably wouldn't stop, unless maybe somebody puts a stop to it. We know that the plan is to just try and press her down. And the good thing is, she's thriving. They're both thriving. Despite the hate, despite everything that's piled on them over the years since 2016. Since then, it's enough to break any human being. It's enough to break and it's not even happening to me. And I just, from what I've seen, it's just so crazy, so chaotic. But they're thriving, and I'm happy. And so, like I'm saying, they've got fans. I mean, Meghan's Instagram, she's got, last time I checked, I think it was 2.4 million people. So they've got support. Of course, we know that the haters were the first to go and follow. The haters were the first to follow everything. They were first to follow us ever. They were the first to watch We Love Meghan. They were the first to watch it all. We know that's what they're like. So anyways, there's love around them. So I decided I'm going to not be passive anymore about it. If I can add to the positivity, there's people doing negative videos every day, every second of the day. And in fact, in a given day, there's probably thousands of negative videos because they they monetized it, right? So if I could just add my voice to that, positive voice to it, why not? There's no point being passive, watching these things going on and be passive about it. It's all right if you could speak up on behalf of someone. Obviously she could speak for herself, and she decided not to bother about it, and that is amazing. That is great. She said her piece. Prince Harry has said his piece. If they decide to come out tomorrow and say more greed, live your life the way you want to live it. That's what I say. Like, you're not hurting anyone. Others may disagree, but just live your life. Just thrive. Just thrive. So I decided to just add my voice. So there's going to be more videos. My first video that I actually ever put out about Meghan was We Love Meghan. I was asking, because I'd not watched it, because to be honest, cooking shows are not my thing. I don't really watch cooking shows, apart from maybe MasterChef from time to time. I don't really watch cooking shows, but I decided to just watch it and see what people are saying. I mean, just see, obviously they're criticizing, they're going to criticize everything she does. If I can watch it and be honest about my review, be honest about what I think, then hey, great. To be honest, I wasn't going to say anything negative about it, because there's so many things out there. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's doing anything perfectly. Why would I add to the negativity? There's no point in that. So I decided to add my voice to the positivity, my little voice, and here I am. If you're into that sort of thing, if you're into it, like the video, let's talk, whoever, just let's talk. Even if you're a hater, just keep it respectful. I don't insult people on YouTube, but if you're rude, I know how to give rudeness back. But let's just dialogue like adults. If I could reach one single person who's not really bought into the hate, or whose minds can still be changed towards positivity, then hey, I'd be happy. That's what it's all about. If you like it, follow, share, or don't, just drop a comment, whatever. That's just my story today. Mwah. Thanks for watching. Bye.